Hello, everyone. Okay, good to see some of you are already here. Okay, so yes, we are about to just literally start it. It's 5:15 now. I literally just finished the foundation TA1. Hello, Prachit. Good to see you here. So we are going to start the session, guys. Now, few things that I need to tell before we start. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, no problem, Grace. Yeah, happy to help. Happy to help. Great. So we'll just quickly look into what sort of things that I think are likely to come up in your paper. So in paper 1 and 2, we've already seen the things that you see on the left-hand side screen. So um, we think the things on the right-hand side, like iteration, like that is very likely to come up. Algebraic proof, equation of a circle, they are very likely to come up, right? Circle theorems looks like, well, there was a proof question. What they can do is they can sometimes ask a question where it's more calculation based, like those slightly complicated shape where there is a cyclic quadrilateral and a like a tangent, something like that. Yeah, Venn diagrams, possibly. Yes, yeah, that could come up as well, right? Now, direct and inverse proportion, sine rule, cosine rule, these are like more strong ones. Area of a triangle, half a b sine c. Reciprocal graphs, y equals 1 of x, 1 of x type things, they're very likely to come up as well. Simultaneous equations, geometric proof, bounds. When you say simultaneous equations, you can get both linear and one linear, one quadratic, that sort of things as well. So these things, I would definitely work on these things tonight, just to make sure that you do at least 1 or 2 questions on each one. Iteration, algebraic proof, equation of a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared, sine and cosine rule, half ab sine c. These are classic like paper 2, 3 content, obviously. Direct and inverse proportion, bounds, simultaneous equations, geometric proof, all that, right? That is very likely. Yes. Now, here's the thing, guys, right? In terms of what we are doing today, so if you remember what we did in our paper 2, I mean, if those who were here for the paper 2 revision, right? Paper 2 revision that we did, right? I got a paper and then we worked through that paper. Now, I have made 2 papers actually. Let me quickly show this one. If you just go to you're on my channel, like if you go to the videos later, not right now, right, you will see here I did this paper 3H. This is predicted paper A. So if you click on this video, and then here there's a PDF, and this is what I call the predicted paper A. So this has different questions, so a lot of questions, things that I think are likely to come up, right? All of these things. Venn diagram, somebody asked about Venn diagrams just now. Yeah, so all of those things, I think, especially like these 3 circle overlap sort of things, and yeah, things like that. Okay, you did that. Oh, that's great. Okay, good. It's good, right? So if you've done it, great. I think the last questions are pretty good. This one, how do you like that? Who found this slightly tricky? Thumbs up. Who found this last question a little tricky? Probably the last part. Yeah, it's a good question. So all of these questions, right? So here's how I did do this, guys, right? Now, between paper A and B, I cover a lot of topics. That's how I normally do it. If you just seen it, hang on, I just need to quickly find where it is. I don't think it's here now. I think I deleted it. I actually got a list of side-by-side comparison of what I predicted in paper A and B for paper 2 and what actually came up. There's a video short on my channel as well. So if you've seen it, there were some questions that were quite similar. The way it works is because we do a lot of like possible questions. Basically, filter out things that is likely to come and then just work through them. So remember, we are doing this version B today, but that itself will cover some things. That's good. Yeah, Mohammed. Yeah, if you've done paper A, that's great. Between paper A and B, like together, that will cover a lot of things that you're likely to get. Basically, we just looked into like the things that came up in paper one, paper two, and looked at all the other leftover questions, split it into two papers. Grace, paper two, paper A is basically on my channel. So if we just go to my channel, hang on, let me show you really quickly one more time. Between that paper A and B, you can see the all of these topics. So if you go to my channel, if you just go to videos, literally it's just this one here, right? It was uploaded only a day ago. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I think it's a day. Three, it's clearly labeled. It's, if you just find it, you can find it, right? And the paper, the PDF is there in the thingy, right? Now, between that and this, we will cover pretty much most of the things that will get. So basically, it is very unlikely that they can not. I mean, it's almost impossible for somebody to make a paper that would not overlap with the things we have. I mean, that would not overlap with these topics. It's quite difficult, right? So before we start, guys, really quick things, right? I'm happy to explain anything you want. You ask me. Yes, it's targeted mostly at Edexcel. Yes, right? So what we are doing, guys, I'm just getting questions on the board and I'm running a timer for you guys to try the question, because otherwise you guys just become, passive spectators, not really good for you. So it's like watching someone else is working out in the gym is not going to help you to get any muscles. So you have to do the work. So I'll run the timer, you guys do it, and then those who are my students, those who have been doing these past papers with me, the actual past papers, it's the same thing, literally. So run a timer, you do, then I do, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, right. This question, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, guys. Let's do this. Question number 1. If you cannot see the question, or if the question is too small or something, please ask me. Okay, I can make it larger or something. Is that large enough, guys? Can somebody let me know? Is that big enough? Is that large enough to see? Like, is that clear? Let me know in the chat. Good. Okay. Thank you, Anudhi. Thank you, Shritika, Sarah. Thank you, Pavanaj. Good. Thank you, Nick. This one is 3 marks, by the way. Yeah, 3 marks. So you guys can try it. Then I'm going to do it. And then we'll take it from there. And I mentioned this, those who were in my previous session know the questions are getting progressively harder, right? Now, some of you think, actually, I can do this one. Yes, because it's question number 1. It gets progressively harder. That is the whole point, guys. So please be patient. I'm making them progressively harder, probably slightly harder than the real GCSE paper, some of these early questions, because this will not be a starting question for a normal GCSE paper. You will get a couple of easier questions, but I think most of you guys will be fine with this. So I'm just skipping that part, but I'm not doing only the hardest questions as well, because that's not how the real paper tomorrow. I'll try to match it as much as I can to that. Right. About 15 seconds left, guys. Please send me the answer in the chat. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Prachit. Good. I got some answers already. So like I said, they get progressively harder. So let's just work towards that, okay? Right, time's up, guys. Let's have a look. Now, this question is about simply the height of 40 students are given estimate for the mean height. Now, we don't know the actual height of these people. We just know the height range. So we'll have to estimate the height of an average person to be 145. Yes, I've made a PDF here. I can actually give it to you guys if you want. I'll email it or something. Yeah. Um, yeah, right. 145 here. Then 155, 165, 175. To here, what you need to do is you're going to multiply midpoint by the frequency. So that's quite easy. Thank you guys for sending the answers. Good, good, good. Right. Uh, Now all we need to do is simply 145 multiplied by 6 is 870. 155 times 11 is 1705. 165 times 15 gives me 2475, and 175 times 8 gives us 1400. Guys, if you are new here, I'm just telling you, we are starting from easier questions and make them progressively harder. Thank you. You probably missed a decimal there, Grace. Please check. 1400 plus 2475 plus 1705 plus 870. So let's add up all these numbers. I got 6450. The question says that there are 40 students. All I need to do is simply divide to find the mean 6450 by 40, and you get 161.65. So 161.25. I said 65. I don't know why I said that. 25. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Yeah. You need to divide by the total of the students, right? Total of the frequency column, but here they have given it, so I'll just do that. Guys, you need to put the units. Yeah, that is 3 marks basically. Thumbs up if you got this right. Some I don't know, heart or some sort of reaction. I see a lot of the correct answer. Well done, well done, well done. Good. Moving on. Thank you, Ayan. Right. Here's another one. Again, not a hard question, but also a question sometimes students struggle with. I've seen it. So can everybody give this a try? I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes again, guys. Let's quickly do this. Question number 2. Good. Try this one. I think I did a question sort of similar to this in the other class when I did the live for paper 2. It didn't come up in that one, so it can come up in this one. So I just want to try, not exactly the same thing, but sort of similar. Guys, do it and send me the answer in the chat. Yeah, that's what we need to say. Thank you. Else, I'm just reading whatever the name I can see, guys, right? It could be a part of your name. It could be a part of your... Thank you, Nick. All right. Okay. Thank you, says Pritchett. Thank you, thank you. I'm getting 2 answers, guys. So we'll see. I'm getting 2 answers. Predominantly, I'm getting this 48 and 55 sort of. There's only one correct answer to this one. I will explain it in a bit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Relix. Ayan. 35 seconds more, guys, and we will do that. Thank you, Vishal. Yeah, good, good, good. Thank you, Pabuda. It's good to see a lot of my students from the past paper class here. Good, good, good. Yeah, one last push, guys. Tomorrow is the paper. Yeah, because the grade boundaries are relatively close. We don't know where it's going to be, but usually they are kind of close. So every single mark matters. Thank you, Ibrahim. Suppose probably, yeah, I think, yeah. Let's do this one, guys. Okay, time's up. The ratio of boys to girls in a sports club is 5:7. Now, boys, girls, they are in a ratio of 5:7. but we don't know the number of boys. It could be 50, 70, it could be 500, 700, it could be any multiple of that. Since we don't know the multiple, we put x there. It's 5x and 7x. After 12 girls leave, right? Okay, now what happens? Boys, girls, the 5x number of boys stay the same, but 12 girls leave. Okay, so 7x take away 12. See, the girls leave the club. Now the ratio becomes 5:4. Okay, so, you know, the ratio from this to this and this to this are the same. So I can write 5x over 5 is equal to 7x take away 12 over 4. Guys, if anybody does not understand why this step, why it is the same, ask me now in the chat. I can explain it if you want. If you get it, I've done this with some of you lot. Okay, why? Here's why. Listen, now think about this, guys. Like, this is a different one. Okay, I'm just using a different color, so this is not even connected to this question. Okay, this is a random one. Now let's say there's a ratio 40 to 50. Now what is the simplest form here, guys? Yeah, I'm explaining Lucy Pavanach. Okay, 40 to 50 is the same as 4:5. Okay, so what is 40 divided by 4? 10. What is 50 divided by 5? 10. Like that, shouldn't 5x over 5 be the same as 7x minus 12 over 4? 7x minus 12 over 4. Thumbs up if you get it now. Thumbs up, heart, something, some reaction. 40 divided by 4 is 10. 50 divided by 5 is also 10. So 40 over 4 is the same as 50 over 5. Like that, these two should be the same, isn't it? Right. Let me just quickly get rid of the stuff that you don't need here. But that is the point, guys. Okay. Now let's just do the normal multiplication here. So 4 times 5x, 20x. 5 times 7x, 35x. Take away 12 times 5 is 60. And you just need to do some simplification here, simply. So move it to that side, move it to that side. We get 60 is equal to 35x take away 20x is 15x. If you divide both sides by 15, obviously x is equal to 4. Oh, right. So I know the number, the x here is 4. Right. Now what's the question? The total number of members in the club. Okay. So we had 5x and 7x to start with, originally, right? Originally. So what's the total number of people? That will be 12x. Why 12x? 5x and 7x. But I know x is 4, right? So x 12 times 4, the correct answer is 48. Done and dusted. I just wrote there because the other part is, yeah, as long as you do it correctly, Nick, you will get the correct answer. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Now, listen, sometimes people do trial and error. I will not encourage that because it might, like, yeah, you could do it in multiple different ways, guys, right? As long as it's not trial and error. You can also look into the number of parts that decrease. If that's what you're talking about, like 4 to 7, the number of part reduction is equal to 12. Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, I know. Yeah, but this one is some kind of a more mathematical thing that works for anything, right? Yeah, you could do. Yeah, part reduction is the same thing. Yeah, you could do that if you want to just look at 7 to 4, 3 parts gone and 3 parts is that many. That's fine, guys. Yeah. Yeah, you can 7x take away 3. Yeah, you can do that. But this is more mathematical way of, like, sometimes when the question is a complicated one, this will be more useful. But you can just look into the number of part reduction and you get exactly the same answer, guys. That's it. Right. Here's the next question, everyone. Now this question is about density and also volume. Right. Yeah. Let's do this one, everybody. Yeah. No, that's fine, guys. You can, same question can be done in multiple different ways sometimes. So, and anything is fine as long as you are doing it the correct way. Yeah, as long as you're, I mean, that's the beauty of maths actually, because you just get the same answer using multiple different methods, and that confirms that it works, isn't it? So, 2 minutes, guys. Let's give this a try, everybody. Question number 3. It's a density volume related question. Pavanaj, no, I mean, I am doing a physics session on Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m., right? If anyone is interested, guys, I'm sure all of you will be. It's mainly aimed for AQA triple. But if you are doing AQA combined, that is still overlap. If you are doing any other exam board, that's a still big overlap. So I'll be doing these things. Also, I usually like to do like kind of more interactive things in these sort of lessons, right? Yes, Alex, right? I'll see. You can see that. In fact, physics is the subject that I'm an examiner of, so I do that a lot as well. So, yeah, so I can help you with physics definitely. So, yeah. So any exam board is fine, guys. Mainly AQA. It's 4 to 6, Ritika. I will send a link to you guys later. So yeah, as Finder looks, I'm doing it. So it's 4 to 6 p.m. on this Sunday. So coming Sunday, because your last exam is on Monday, P2. So I'm doing 4 to 6 p.m. So if you want to come, please come. If you want to just spread this to other friends, anyone, just let them know. I'll send a link to most of you. I mean, if I have your WhatsApp number or your parents' WhatsApp, I will be forwarding the link. So basically, just the time is fixed. So if you come to the channel on Sunday, what's the date? Sunday the 14th at 4 p.m. I'll be here. And if your exam board is different, and if anybody has a question, and if you ask me, oh, can you please quickly explain any theory part, I will always accommodate your. No. Yeah, the volume of a cone is given by the formula 1/3 pi r squared h, guys. Yeah, it will be given to you. Yeah, it will be given to you. I know. That's fine. Yeah, just visual. It's just, yeah, 1/3 pi r squared h. Yeah, yes, I am. Just come to the session. So not everything is exactly in line with your paper too, as such, but there will be similar things. There is an overlap. Also, if anybody has any questions, you can ask me. Yeah. Depends, really depend on, like, sometimes if you write the correct equation and sub, you might get it, but this is a 3-mark question, as at the top you can see. Right, let's have a look at this, guys. I think right, Eshal, yeah, the mode effect, generate effect, yeah, is something that electromagnetic induction and Fleming's left hand rule, FBI, all that, many people struggle with that, but we'll do some stuff. Even DC motor, microphones, and transformers. They're like usual culprits that everybody struggles with. I know, and I will be doing that. Don't worry. All right. A solid is made by placing a cone on top of a cylinder. So cylinder radius, radius 4, 9, and you can see that, okay. The solid is made from wood with density 0.65. Work out the mass of the solid. Okay, guys. Now, you can clearly see there's density, there's mass. So what's the formula? Density is equal to mass over volume. Okay, so the mass is density multiplied by volume. Now the mass is density is 0.65. Right, I need to find the volume of this shape. Well, that's actually quite easy, because the volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. So you do 1/3 pi, what's the radius? The radius is 4 here. Same here. 4 squared multiplied by the perpendicular height here is 6. So that's the volume of the cone. And the volume of the, thank you, Jaturna. Okay, everybody, I think I'm getting right answers. The volume of a cylinder, remember a cylinder is basically a prism, right? Pi r squared, area of cross section times height. So pi times 4 squared times 9. Now, how do I find the total volume, guys? All you need to do is add this expression, this one to that, right? Listen, do not worry about getting 1/3 pi times 4 squared 6 and get the answer and get the decimals and write it down and then do the same thing to that. You are allowed to just put the whole thing here, literally, like just do 1/3 pi times 4 squared times 6 and pi times 4 squared times 9. So let's just quickly enter it. 0.65 times open brackets 1/3 pi times pi times 4 squared times by 6 and pi times 4 squared times 9 and close bracket and hit the equal button. I got 359.3981 dot dot dot. The units are okay, centimeters, cubic centimeters, and they're asking in grams, so that's fine as well. So I will round this to, well, the question says 3SF, so 0.3 here, that means it's 359 grams. Done. Thank you, guys. All done. Thumbs up if you got this right. I saw a lot of correct, I can see a lot of correct answers anyway. Good, good, good. Well done. Questions, anyone? No. Right, moving on. Beautiful question, guys. This one, hang on. It's a little difficult to fit this in. Let me see. Well, I think we have to do this more like a discussion thing, right? Just take a minute to just read the question, everyone. Like, just take a little bit of time to read the question. So if I make it larger, yes, Alex, I'll tell you some of the angle rule stuff. Yeah. If I make it larger, yeah, the problem is if I make it larger, it kind of makes this bottom part go away. It's a good question. Yeah. Oh, no, you do get questions like that, right? The inequality thing is just to say it goes from -2 to 6, right? And believe me, this is one of the slightly tricky questions people get. Not this first part, it's just this part. Who has come across questions like this? So first part is very easy, right? Yeah, right. Let's have a look, guys, right? I mean, the first part is just 2 marks, just, yeah. So let's just quickly do this, yeah? You get questions like this, guys, especially when, look, this bit is what makes it hard. So the question says to use your graph to solve this is equal to 2x minus 1. But that's not, normally they'll tell you, use it to solve x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now that is the easy one. You just see where the graph cross the y-axis and you tell those two. This is not that. That is the point. Can you see? Guys, it's an interesting question. Let's have a look. Now, we cannot really do this one. I mean, you guys cannot try this one, but let me just talk this through. Right. Yes, Alas, yeah, I am. I used to be a high school teacher for a very long time. Well, 23 years I've been teaching. Yeah, quite long time. Yeah. So let's have a look, guys. Right, I'm also well, used to be an examiner as well. Let's have a look at this one here. So let's just plug the values in. So y is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. When x is negative 2, so all you need to do is negative 2 squared, take away 2 times, open brackets, negative 2, take away 8. And that gives us 0. So, okay, right? So that's this one. And with negative 1, you get this other one, right? 1 second. I think I did this earlier just to see how it works. If I can find it, I can actually show it. Oh, yeah, I did. Right. I'm just going to just move it here, guys, because it's just going to save me time. Listen up. I'll explain it, okay? So step 1, the graph of y equals x squared minus 2x minus 8 is shown. Below, complete the table of values. All you need to do is just fill the values in. Draw the graph. Now, only pay attention to the blue lines, okay? What do I do? Negative 2, 0 here. Negative 1, negative 5 here. And the next one, next one, next one, next one. And you just literally draw the blue curve. Thumbs up if you understand it, the blue curve. Yeah? Yeah, is that okay? Right. Now, here's the slightly tricky part, guys, right? Come on, just attention on the question. Use your graph to solve x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals this. Now, guys, we already know y is equal to this. Okay. Y is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. Now, this expression, the new thing they're asking you to solve says 2x minus 1 equals x squared minus 2x minus 8. Now, look at this. You can see the right-hand side here and here are the same. So, obviously, the left-hand sides are the same. Thumbs up or give me some reaction if you understand it, because that is the point here. Yeah? Yeah, guys, don't worry about the grade boundaries. It's beyond your control now. Just do your best tomorrow. That's the best thing we can do, yeah? Right. Thumbs up if you understand it. Like why, okay? Right. Now, guys, you know, y is equal to 2x minus 1 then. Oh, this is another straight line. So what do? I just get some x values and you get the y values. So 2x minus 1, 2 times 0, 2, 0, take away 1, negative 1. 2 times 2, 4, 4 take away 1, 3. 2 times 4, 8, take away 1, 7. Okay, so you draw that line, which is the green line here. 0, negative 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 7. Now, guys, remember, when you draw that line, where these two lines intersect, and you go to your x-axis, those two are your answers. So that's about 5.3 on the positive side here, and the negative side, negative 1.3. Right? Does that make sense, guys? Yeah? This question is a relatively easy question, but people struggle with this. I've seen it multiple times, like in previous papers, right? Yeah? Questions? The straight line visual comes from equating these two. So the right-hand side, the yellow bits are the same, so the left-hand sides are the same. So there is a straight line, and the overlap of those two, the intersection of those two really gives you the answer. I say, yes, guys, those who are asking about harder questions, hang on for a minute. Now, if you just go to the very end of the paper, so I did this the other day, last time as well. So what I'm doing is I'm doing more like likely questions that you can get tomorrow. So it gets progressively harder. And as you go, we have these questions. I'm just giving you a glimpse of this, right? And we have like slightly trickier questions, proof questions, and yeah, these type of questions, right? They're all coming up. right? But let's do it nice and slow. I will make sure that I do all of these within the time today. We can do it before 7:15. Uh, I don't really have a link. I know it's a little slightly too much actually. Yeah, right. Let's have a look. Right. All right. Let's just quickly have a look at the next question. So, by the way, the other one I did. Okay, hang on. Let me just show you this one here. Does anybody have any questions, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Equation of a tangent. Yeah, tangent. There's a question, Zaina. I'm doing it. It's towards the end. Yeah. All right. Skipidi. Yeah, I'm originally Sri Lankan. Well, been here for 16 years now in the UK. I live in Buckinghamshire. Right. Yeah, I did it myself, Ishal. Yes, I did. Right. I just looked into, I mean, some of you weren't here probably when I just said it at the beginning. I just looked into certain stuff that came in paper one, paper two, and then just looked into what are the likely questions. And then I incorporated these things into two papers, paper A, paper B. That is the thing, right? I mentioned this at the beginning. Some of you weren't here possibly. So two papers, you do paper A, you do paper B, which is this one. Together, they will cover pretty much a lot of things you are likely to get tomorrow. It worked pretty well in paper which one? Paper two actually. So I did a short. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I did a short video with like what I did and how closely that matched with the paper two questions. What came up? Quickly, guys. I think this one here. I'm just showing you if you're interested. This one. So this is from my previous predicted stuff. It's a short, so I'm just literally. So some stuff that I predicted. There you go. This one. My predicted paper had that, and that's the real exam question you got. That's the predicted question and the real. That's the predicted question we did on the session if you were here, and that's the real question you got. And that's that's the real question. That's my predicted paper question, parallelogram one. This is the one you got. And this f of x, g of x, that's what I did. And this is what you got in the real exam. So they were close, quite close. Wow, there's no magic in it, guys. It's just we just look into what things came up and what things are likely to come up, really, right? And then just do loads of questions to cover the stuff. So that's kind of how it works, just to let you know, right? All right, guys, let's go to the next question. Question number 5, right? Okay. So my plan is to do this, do these questions, and then at the end, if you want me to talk through any theory parts, you tell me, and I can quickly walk you through like really quick like stuff. Or if you have any questions to ask, happy to answer before your exam tomorrow, right? Here's another question, guys. This is a relatively easy one, but you do get questions like this in your exam. So this one requires a minute. Let's do it. Go. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, I saw the farming question, the fish question as well. Yeah, that's basically quadrat, guys. That's basically quadrats. Like not exactly, but it has the same idea. The codfish thing. So yeah. So for physics, if anyone new here, I'm running a live session on Sunday from 4 to 6. Okay, Shritika, geometric sequences, I can have a look at. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly, but sort of in a similar way, Relic. So what you can do is like think about measure the diameter, you can find the area, and then you can find how many fish are there because they all have the same depth. The depth is actually relevant. Then you can find how many fish in the unit area, and then find the total area and multiply. That will give you an approximate. I mean, haven't seen the mark scheme, but I would say it will be something along the lines. But anyway, it's not a big deal now because you've done it now. So just focus on what you have to do now. Right, time's up, guys. Send me the answer, please. Go on. Just waiting. Anybody got the answer to the one on the board? Thank you, Ayan. Good, good, good. Asumar, thank you. It looks okay. Let's do this one. I do my physics live on Sunday, 4 to 6. Yeah, you can come. So, a packet contains 250 grams of coffee. The mass is given correct to the nearest gram. So, nearest 1 gram, you need to divide it by 0.5 grams that you need to add and take away. 120 packets are packed into a large box. Work out the upper bound for the total mass. Now, how do I find the upper bound, guys? You need to add 0.5. So, the upper bound is 250.5 grams. Now, what is the upper bound of the total mass? So that is when if all 120 of them have like the maximum possible mass, so all you need to do is 250.5 multiplied by 120 gives me 30,060 grams. The question says to give it in kilograms, divide by 1,000, 30.06 kilograms, done and dusted. You need to convert the units, guys, okay? You need to write the unit conversions. Thank you. 30.06. Thumbs up if you got this. Can I see? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Just some sort of a, any emoji really. Heart or anything is fine. Whatever you can find. I'm not really, yeah. There you go. There you go. Done. Moving on. Next question, guys. Right, Shrutika, here's quadratic sequences. Yeah. Pretty standard question, guys, but let's quickly do this. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for both. Go on, let's do it. 2 minutes, everybody. So after our last live, some people emailed me and I gave you guys the PDF for those who asked. So today you could do the same, yeah? Right? We'll see. Oh, I didn't start the timer. I don't know. Yeah, I might stop at 1:30ish because I didn't start it in time. Guys, please send me the answer to part B in the chat, yeah? Fibonacci, yeah, you could get Fibonacci. Yeah, you're likely to get Fibonacci is also a question, but usually there are a couple of different things they can ask you to find the next 3 terms or something like that, or they can give you, yeah. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you, Ayan. Thank you. Yeah, Sri, SR11. Yeah, I'll do that. Zaina, are you asking about Fibonacci? Lucas, yeah. Thank you. Okay. No, guys, I don't teach A-level maths. I teach A-level physics, though. Yeah, so I teach GCSE Maths and Science, and A-levels I only teach physics. So, right. Thank you, Prachit. Thank you, Jaturna. Let's have a look, guys. Okay, okay. The first 4 terms of a sequence are these. Show that this is quadratic. Guys, we know if it is quadratic, right, the second difference must be constant. So 3 to 8, 5, 8 to 15, 7, 15 to 24, 9, 5, add 2, 7, 7, add 2, 9. Then you can say the second difference is constant. So it is something like this, guys. That will do. The second difference is constant, so it is quadratic. Find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of the sequence. So remember, there are three formulae you need to know. 2a is the second difference. That's one. 3a add b is the second term, take away first term. And finally, a add b add c is equal to the first term. So we use this number, then this number, then this number. Now listen, if some of you are used to doing it in a different way, for example, getting all the square numbers and adjusting that with the linear sequence or the table method, fine, guys, right? You can do it that way, no problem. Tomorrow is your exam. Now is not the time to change your method, but I've taught all of my students usually to go with this because this is the method I prefer. The only thing is you need to memorize this, but I did the derivation as well. If you remember, I've done the derivation too. Right? Let's have a quickly look. So, guys, I'm doing the session until 7:15. Yeah, so it's from 5:15 to 7:15. So the questions get progressively harder. So you go to the and then I'll have some, anything else you need to ask as well. Right. Now, so 2a is 2. Obviously, a is 1. Okay. And here, 3a is 1 plus b is what? 5. Okay. So 3 at b is 5. Then what's my b? B is 2. Okay. Got that. Now, a is 1. B, I worked out as 2. Plus c, you see the first term. What's the first term? 3. All right. 1 at 3 already gives me 3. Therefore, c is equal to 0. Now, guys, remember the form of the quadratic expression is an squared plus bn plus c. Now, what do I need to do? A is 1, so substitute 1 here. So 1n squared is n squared. B is 2, 2n. C is 0, I don't need to write it. So the final answer is n squared plus 2n. If you got that, you'll get full marks. And I can see loads of you got this one. So really good. Right? If you just substitute say the fourth value, if you want to find the fourth value, put 4 here. 4 squared is 16. 2 times 4, 8. 16 add 4 is 24. And you see beautifully, you get 24. Well done. If you got n squared plus 2n, yeah. Right. Yeah, if you guys, yes, no, sir, yeah, that's, I am a tutor, so you can see more information on my website, MathSci Education. So just have a look if you're interested. Right, done. Any questions, guys, about this? Well, you don't really have the square thing to say in part A, Vishal. So you just need to show the second difference is the constant. Variable first difference followed by constant second difference, basically. Yeah? Right. Right. Again, not a super hard question, relatively normal question, but let's quickly do this one. I'm going to give you 2 minutes again. Let's do it really quick, guys. We're going to the harder side questions soon. They get progressively harder. If any of you want to work on any particular topic, you tell me, then I can try and get a question. I got loads of questions in my computer. So if you tell me to do a certain type, I can try and get that. Yeah. This is actually Edexcel mainly, right? Um, and also you can see the information on my website. Actually, for that, I'll just send the website if you're interested. This is my website, so you can see the information there, right? Yes, Zainab, iteration is there. I mean, if you remember, the one of the topics that I'm expecting tomorrow is iteration, as you can see here. See, so yeah, we are going to do iteration, guys. Yeah. So hold on, let's do this question, guys. 30 seconds more. Good, good. Thank you, Relux. Nearly there. Yeah, that's my contact number, guys. If anybody wants to know, yeah, I just sent that. That's my or my business number. So yeah. Mukesh, yeah, you can take a screenshot. Um, here, anybody came now? If you want here, guys, these are the things I think are quite interesting. So likely to get in your paper. So we are literally doing pretty much all of these, right? Also, there is a paper version A. What I'm doing here today is B. There is A on my channel. So together, A and B, they kind of complement each other. There's no like some overlap. Yes, there is some overlap, but not much, right? So there are some stuff that I talked in that paper, but not in this, and vice versa. So right, let's have a look, guys. Make X a subject. So move this to that side. Y bracket 2x add 1 is equal to 5x take away 2. Multiply out the brackets now, guys. 2xy add y is equal to 5x take away 2. Now I need to make x the subject. So I have x here and another x here. It's not good. I'd rather take them to the same side. So let's move this to the other side, and let's move the negative 2 to this side. Let's see what we get. It's okay, Zaina. I'll talk this through, and there is a reason why people are getting two different variations. I'll account for that. Hang on, right? Hang on. So we got y here on the left hand side. I move this negative 2, so got plus 2 equals 5x on the right hand side, and this 2xy becomes take away. Yes, Radix, you're right. Take away 2xy. Now look, guys, I already have my x's on the same side now. See, what do I do now? Y add 2 on the left hand side. Now I'm going to take x out as a common factor. 5 take away 2y. Now what do? Divide both sides by 5 take away 2y. 5 take away 2y. So these two get cancelled out. I get x is equal to y add 2 over 5 take away 2y. This is usually the expected answer. Having said that, guys, if some of you, let me just redo it in a different color, in a slightly different approach. I'm going to start from this line, okay? Second line. 2xy add y is equal to 5x take away 2. Now, I moved 2xy to the right hand side. Let's say some of you decided to move 5x to that side and move y to that side. That's no problem. So 2xy take away 5x gives you negative 2. Here, the negative sign belongs to 2. Take away y. All right. Now you can see again, we have, We got x here and x here. So take x out, guys. X bracket 2y take away 5 is equal to negative 2 negative y. Divide both sides and you get negative 2 negative y over 2y minus 5. And guys, that is also perfectly fine. Right. Thumbs up or give me a like some sort of an emoji if you got one of those two. Can I see? One of those two, guys. It's fine. Either way is fine, guys. John? Chaturna, thank you for, yeah, you can see that you got this version. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, okay, well done. Right, now listen up, guys. Now, how are these two the same? Well, let me show you something. Say, if I, don't worry about this one. I was just making a question and yeah, earlier today. Now, let's say if I have a fraction 2 over 5, and if I multiply both top and bottom by this negative 1, you get negative 2 over negative 5. And these two are exactly the same, guys. Do you agree? Yeah? I just multiply top and bottom by the same number, right? Now, here, if I multiply this expression by negative 1 and this one by negative 1, what do I get? Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Negative y times negative 1 is add y. 2y times negative 1 is negative 2y. Sorry, it was covered by my video. And negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. Now, instead of 2 add y, I can write y add 2. And here, let's put the positive number to the front. 5 take away 2, 1. And you beautifully get exactly the same. Y add 2 over 5 minus 2y. Y add 2 over 5 minus 2y. How is it now, guys? Do you understand why they are the same? If some of you got this and the other one, and I saw in the chat, some of you are thinking that they are two different things. They are not. They are exactly the same thing. All good? Right. Moving on. Right. It doesn't matter, guys. You can do it in any way you like, yeah? Right? I forgot to tell one thing. Listen, when I was doing this first time, I did the blue one, yeah? You know what I did? I looked at this, and I was thinking, should I move x this way or y that way? When I thought about it, I figured out if I move the negative 2 to this side, it'll give me y add 2. This 2xy go to the other side, there'll be only one negative sign. I figured out just by looking at it, it just makes it easier. Does it make sense? Now, again, do I have to do it that way? No. You can do it either way and you'll get equally the same mark. It's just, I just figured out, it just makes it easier. So any method is fine, guys, okay? Right. Next question. Relatively easy one, but I'd like to do. So let's quickly do this one, guys. I'm going to give you 2 minutes again. Let's do it. So circle theorem proof came up in paper 1. I think you are likely to get like a calculation or algebra related calculation related to the circle theorems. Things like that are more likely. Yeah. Thank you, Sri. Okay. Thank you, MC Mochi. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading the way it appears. Okay. Asuma. Yeah. Good. I think even I should have given you 1 minute, not 2. Yeah. Thank you. Just send me the answers, guys, please. Right. I think that's enough time. Let's have a look. In the diagram, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Angle BAD is 3x at 5 here. Angle BCD is 5x minus 9. Find the value of x. You must give a reason. So obviously, the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180. Guys, I can quickly show you a summary of this, which I wrote myself actually. 1 second. You can take a screenshot because I think it'll be useful to you guys. Where is it? Found it. There you go. This is what you need to know, guys. All the circle theorems. Angles in the same segment are equal. Angle on the center is twice the angle on the circumference. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. A tangent is perpendicular to the radius at that point. Tangents drawn from the same point are equal in length. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180, which is this question is about that. And finally, the alternate segment theorem, this is equal to that, that is equal to this. Yeah? Thumbs up. Sorry. Take a screenshot, guys, if you want. I know kind of my video is blocking one part of it. Yeah? Right. Now, 3x add 5, that's this one, add 5x minus 9 are 180 degrees. And we can write the reason. Something like that, guys. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degrees. Now, what do we do? Just get the like terms. 3x add 5x is 8x. Take away 4 because that is equal to 180 degrees. Move it to that side and you can just solve it. X is 23. 184 divided by 8. Find the value of x and that's it. Done. Easy. Yeah, a lot of you got the correct answer, 23. So moving on. Right. Question number 9. 1.5 minutes. I have only 1 minute one, so I'm just going to 2 minute one. I'm going to run that and then let you quickly do it and we will check the answer. Yeah. Come on, guys, just continue. Concentrate on the question, please. So we have just about an hour from now. So we are entering the second part of the paper. Yeah. And guys, remember, many students think that they need to concentrate on the second half, the harder questions. But the easiest place to get marks is actually at the front, in the front of the paper, right? So the first 15 questions is where you can get pretty much all the questions, pretty much all the marks, right? First 15 questions, you can get a lot of questions and then it's easy, right? Right. Let's have a look. Send me the answer in the chat, guys. Send me the answer in the chat. This is again not hard, but good question. So I can just, yeah, go on. Send me the answer in the chat, guys. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Pritchett, for the answer. I'm discussing it in 5 seconds. Yeah. Right. Time's up. Let's have a look. Now, the length of a rectangle is 7 centimeters greater than its width. Okay. So let's call width is W. Length is W at 7. Right? Okay. The diagonal of the rectangle is 17. Okay. So the diagonal here is 17. Now, guys, obviously, if that's W at 7, well, if that's W, I'm going to put W here. This is a right angle triangle. Now, I can see I can use Pythagoras for the triangle here, right? So W squared add W add 7, everything squared is equal to 17 squared, right? Right? W add 7, everything squared is 17 squared. Now just simplify this. W squared plus W squared plus 14W plus 49, which is the, W add 7 multiplied by itself. You can just do it separately if you want, like, that thing, but that gives you this, is equal to 17 squared is 289, I think. Yeah. Move it to that side, you get a quadratic. So W squared plus W squared is 2W squared plus 14W. So 49 take away 289 gives you negative 240 equals 0. I can divide everything by 2. Guys, remember, do not try to do the non-monic way, because you can divide everything by 2, right? Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Cross, cross. W squared plus 7W take away 120 equals 0. Right. Now, factors of negative 120 that add up to 7. That's quite easy, actually. That's 15 times 8. Now, because I got positive 7, so plus 15 and negative 8. Because 15 take away 8 gives you 7. Now, each one is equal to 0. So W could be negative 15 or W could be 8. Now, here's the thing, guys. W is a length, right? Now, length cannot be negative. So what do we do? You can use factorizing or quadratic, but because this works pretty easily, 15 times 8, I just did the factorizing. If you use a quadratic formula, you get the same thing, literally, right? So length cannot be negative. So what do? We discard this value of 15 and we only go with this one. Work out the dimensions of the rectangle. Oh, obviously, the width is 8 centimeters. Length is 8 at 7, 15 centimeters. Done and dusted. Thumbs up if you understand it now. Good. If you got both 15 and 18, yeah, good, yeah. That's good. Irregular shapes, it really depends. Yeah, you can get certain questions, especially if a part of the regular shape, say, for example, you have one right angle and you connect them and that makes into right angle triangle. You can get questions like that. Whereas, like, it could be a pentagon with some other sides and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Done. Right. Quadratic simultaneous equations. Now, if you remember the list of topics, we think simultaneous equations is quite likely to come up, guys. Yeah, it's quite likely in your paper, I would be more inclined towards a quadratic simultaneous, or you can get the other one as well, or even earlier. Good, right? Even earlier in the paper, you can get the simultaneous equations on a graph, like where the two lines cross and all that. Yeah. Can everybody try this one, guys? Just going to give you about 2 minutes again. Let's do this. Good. So what are the topics that you don't like in maths in these kind of papers? Tell me in the chat. Any particular topics you guys don't like? Anything in particular? Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Circle theorems, you got the proof, so maybe just a normal calculation sometimes. Ratios, yes, so yeah, you can get ratio from easy to hard. Venn diagrams, Grace, if you did the circle, the three circle one in my paper A, I'm pretty sure that would be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, that's good then. Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of marks on that first question, so that's good. Anything else? Yeah. You'll get some filter questions, like, particularly tricky questions towards the end of the paper. But we are doing probability, I think. I need to check. I've included it either here in this paper or the other paper. I can check, yeah? I will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, like I always say, guys, right? There are some harder questions towards the end, but uh, what matters is the total number of marks you get. So make sure uh, you're not concentrated too much on like uh, the only on the harder side. Because what most people do is they're like, okay, I need to get the harder ones, right? And in that approach, they just get the easier ones wrong. So, you know, that's not good. I mean, what normally happens is they get the easy ones wrong because they rush through it. They get the hard ones wrong because they're actually hard. And what happens? Mistakes all over the place. Yeah. Yes, Mukesh, I did like not even 2025, 2026, like for the paper two, I did some predictions and there were 7 questions very similar. It's on my channel actually. I just did a side by side sort of a thing. Thank you, Jatirna. Good, good. Let's have a look, guys. Solve these two simultaneous equations. Now, what you can do, yes, Visha, you're supposed to get two sets of answers as coordinate planes. Yeah. Move the negative 2x to the other side. So, what do we get? Y is equal to 2x minus 7. Now, you can see on this one, the left hand side is y. On this one is also the same y. On this, the right hand side is x squared minus 4x at 1. And here we get that. Obviously, these two are equal, aren't they? Because the left hand sides are equal. So the right hand sides are equal. So let's do that. X squared minus 4x at 1 is equal to 2x minus 7. Obviously, move it to this side. So let's see what we get. X squared minus 4x, take away 2x is negative 6x. And negative 7 on this side comes to this side and becomes 7. That will be add 8 equals 0. Now, x here, x here. So, two numbers that add up to negative 6 and multiply to give you positive 8 are negative 4 and negative 2. So, x is either 4 or x is 2. Right. Once you get your x values, guys, so I need to get the y values, the respective y values. So let's do that. Y is equal to 2x minus 7. So here the y is 2 times 4, take away 7. That will be 1. So 4, 1 is one of them. Y is equal to 2 times 2, take away 7. So that's 4 take away 7, that's negative 3. That's it, guys. Here's the answer. 4, 1, 2, negative 3. Thumbs up if you got this right. Yeah? Thumbs up or give me some sort of a sign or just say yes or something in the chat just to see. Good, good, good. There you go. Quadratic simultaneous, guys. Likely to come up. Oh, this is a beautiful question. I like this question. Right. Try this one. I have done a similar question in my classes, guys. Some of you have done this, but let's try this. Nice question. everybody, I want you to try this, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes again, and we will check in a bit. Yeah, I just sorry, Alex. I'm used to. I like certain questions, and I don't know. When I like them, I might call them beautiful. Right? Yeah. Good question. Good question. Let's do it. Good. So those who came just like a little late or something, no, it's easy. Give it a try. Yeah, don't give up. Um, those who came now, I'm running physics paper 2 revision session on Sunday. Come this Sunday because your exam is on Monday. Uh, this one I'm doing on Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Guys, those who are in my past paper class, who were in my past paper class, because we finished it last Sunday, it's the same time as your maths past paper class. Yeah. This topic, guys, is what is it? Exponential graphs. Exponential graphs. Zaina, exponential graphs. Yeah. Good. Guys, send me the answer when you figure this out. Go on. Yeah. Good, good, good. No, John. It's not pay further math. This is GCSE maths, no more. Yeah, yeah. Mint to play. I would just do as many predicted paper and stuff like whatever the things that are predicted now. And listen, if any of you are working, say, less than a level 7, right? What you really need to do is get as many marks as possible from the first 15 questions. Yeah, that is the thing. Yeah. Zaina, you probably haven't learned the this type of a question. The specific in your spec, you have the exponential graphs, but you may have not done a question like this. So I'm just showing it to you anyway. So you will learn it soon. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's have a look. It's actually a lot easier than it looks. Right. Eyes on the board. Everyone, just have a proper attention here. Yeah. The graph y is equal to ab to the power of xn is shown below. Okay. Now, we know the 2 points. The question is asking you to work out the values of a and b. Now, guys, thank you, Ayan. Let's think about this point. We know y is 12, right? Y is 12 because look, the y coordinate is 12 is equal to, I don't know my a, I don't know my b. What's my x, guys? X coordinate is 1. Let's call it 1. Look at this point. Y is 108, okay, is equal to, I don't know a, I don't know b, but I know my xn is 3, okay, 2. Now, all I need to do, guys, just solve them. Here's how you solve them. I'm going to divide 2 by 1. See, 108 divided by, so 108 is the left-hand side of this, divided by 12, the left-hand side of the first one, is equal to AB cubed over AB. Now, that is 9 is equal to, this and this get cancelled out. B cubed divided by B is B squared. Oh, if B squared is 9, B is 3, isn't it? Now put 3 here. A times 3 is 12, so A is 4. So A is 4, B is 3. Done and dusted. That's it. It is Edexcel. Well done, Ayan. Well done, Relux. So, good. How is it, guys? Exponential graphs. Yeah? It's not a hard one, guys, right? Good. Yeah, okay. Good. If you have any other questions and if you want me to have a look at it, just send it to me on WhatsApp maybe. Here's my number. You can just do that. Well done. Yeah, that's the thing, guys, right? Sometimes you just have to, like, just do it. I got 4, Zaina, because I know B is 3, right? So 12 is 8. 12 is A times, and B is 3. So A must be 4, isn't it? You with me? Yeah? Good, good, good. Oh, well done, guys. Right, it's a good question. See, that's the thing, guys. Some of these questions might look a little confusing, but when you actually try them, they are not. Right, moving on to the next question. Guys, just one thing before I'm just asking this guy. The only thing I ask you, because I'm kind of building my channel from, I was like, last year I was on 1,000 something subs, and now I'm on 72. Okay, so it's growing quickly. If you can just consider subbing and liking, that'll be helpful. That's the only thing I ask for, doing all of these things for free. So most of you are there anyway, I know. But if you are not, so consider that. Yeah, thank you. Right. Bearings. Another question, guys. Let's do it, shall we? Right. Right. Let's try this one. I'm going to give you, say, 3 minutes. About 2.5 minutes. I'll run 2 minutes and I'll give a bit more time. Yeah. Everybody, let's do this one. It's okay. It's okay. Remember the basic theory parts about bearings. There are 3 things you need to know. They are always measured from the north, and you always go clockwise. Second one. Third one, you always write 3 digits. That's it. Yeah. So always from the north, always clockwise, and 3 digits. So those are the main things, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Right. Thank you, CXXR. I think I've got some. I can check. Right. Thank you. I'm getting answer. Thank you, guys. Good. Well, if you get the first, well, you can't really say exam. I mean, I've done some of these exam mark counting actually from using the past papers. Last year was a bit different because of the grade boundaries shot up actually. But if you think about general years, hang on, I can just quickly show. I've actually used the averages from the Edexcel grade boundaries. Where is it? Sorry, just quickly show you guys. Right now, this is from the previous years. Like one, I think this is 2023 or something, 2024, I think. So to get a level 7, you only needed to get up to 14. You got 1 to 14, right? you get to on average 47 out of 80. So times by 3, if you did the same, that'll be a 7. If you want to get to 8, you need to get the first 17 right. Even if you get all of these wrong, if you get exactly right everything up to this point, you'll get the 8. For the 9, you need to go up to about this. Now, so you can get about 3 questions wrong per paper, roughly speaking. And if you get everything else right, you'll be still on a 9-ish. But last year it was a little different. So, yeah. I hope that answered that question. Yeah. All right, guys, let's have a look. Right, enough time. Let's do this. P is 8 kilometers east of Q. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's 15. Calculate the distance PR. Okay, guys, that's actually quite easy. Pythagoras it, literally. So, PR is square root of 15 squared plus 8 squared. So 225 plus 64, 289 is root 17. When you root it, you get 17. Yeah, 17 kilometers. Pretty easy, guys. Yeah. The bearing of R from P. Okay. The bearing of R from P. Okay. Now, guys, to do that, to find the bearing of R, I need to find, this is the thing, right? So here's how you need to think, guys, right? Listen to this. Imagine you go to point P from P, right? Because you're from P, you go to point P, and you imagine this is on the real ground. You go to the point P and you look at your north, and you need to turn in a clockwise direction like this until your hand is pointing to R. So that is the angle we are talking about. So you need to work that angle. How do I work out that angle? Well, the quickest way would be to work out this angle and take it away from 360. But how do I get that angle? Well, I know alternate angles are equal. This one here. Now, I'm just going to use tan theta because this is opposite and this is adjacent. So tan theta is equal to 8 over 15. Theta is inverse tan. 8 over 15, and that gives me 28.072 degrees. Okay, if that's 28.072, so is this. So what do I need to do? 360 degrees, take away the answer. I get this angle as 331.927 dot dot dot. Nearest degree 332. You got 332, guys. Can I see? Right. A lot of you assumed, well, 270 and all that. No. You got this one, 332. Good question, guys. 332. Thumbs up if you understand it now. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer, guys. Any doubt, question, I'll answer it now. No? No, moving on. Right. Let's quickly do this, guys. Right? It's not really hard, but you get questions like this a lot. So, no, Grace, it's not these things you're supposed to do with the calculation. It's not even to scale. Yeah? No. You're supposed to do a calculation. So, no. Unless the question specifically says this is drawn to scale and they give you the scale 1 centimeter shows 2 miles or whatever, then you can use the length and then everything is in that thing. Yeah. Again, 2 minutes, guys. Let's quickly do this one. Yeah, algebraic fraction can take different forms, multiple different variations of this. One of the forms came up in there, but you can't completely eliminate that coming up. You can have like difference of 2 squares and factorizing quadratics and all of these things incorporated to this. So yeah, but yeah, we're just doing likely questions, like Nothing is guaranteed, obviously, but that's the thing. Thank you, MC. Much. Yeah. Hardest bearing questions. What is the hardest bearing question can come up, Zaina? Yeah. Um, Usually, harder bearing questions are more sort of related to 2 or 3 points connected, and then sine rule and cosine rule incorporated into bearings is usually what they do. Uh, I'm doing some, yeah, some certain, I think 20 something questions. Yeah. We got about another half an hour, so we are moving to those questions now. So, right, I would say that's quite sufficient time, guys. X squared minus 9. This is difference of two squares. So x squared take away 3 squared. So x add 3, x minus 3. And this is x here, x here. So two numbers that multiply to give you 3 add up to give you negative 4 is negative 1, negative 3, because 3 times 1 is 3, negative 1, negative 4, times by x minus 3 over x add 3. Now x minus 3 get cancelled out. This x add 3, this x add 3 cancelled out. So your final answer right here, because you can't see the bottom bit, x minus 3 over x minus 1. Thank you, guys. Lot of you got that one right. Sorted. Question number 14. Again, not a hard question, but proportionality is one of the likely questions we think could come up. So, yeah, direct and inverse proportional. It's a possible extra, really. So if you weren't here before, if you want to take a screenshot, guys, please go ahead and do that. So I think the second and third things, I think, are very likely to be in your paper tomorrow. It's just my guess. Well, if you think about it, really, it's quite difficult to make a paper without incorporating these stuff anyway. Now, think about it, because most of the other things came up in paper 1 and 2. Right. Let's try this question, guys. I'll start with 3, but you probably need about 2.5. I might stop a little early. So let's do it, everybody. Question number 14. Thank you. Thank you, Sri. Okay. Thank you. I'm starting to see the answers in the chat. Good, good, good. Okay. Well, we can't say, but inverse proportion could come up. It's a possible topic, I think. Both proportionality or even like a mixed question where I think I put one of them in paper A, where you have like A B relationship and A C relationship, and they give you some numbers for those two and ask you B C relationship, something like that, like, to connect the other number. Okay, thank you. Right, guys. I think that's enough time. I know I ran a little bit of extra time here, but I think you're fine. Y is directly proportional to x squared. Y is equal to some constant times x squared. Y is 45 and x is 3. 3 squared is 9. Obviously, k is 5. So I know the formula is y is equal to 5x squared and x is 8. So y is equal to 5 times 8 squared. So 64, 320. Yeah. First part. Second part. Z is inversely proportional to the root of t. So z is equal to c over root t. Now, guys, remember, use a different letter. I've seen people using like the same k, and if you put k here, then people think, k is 5. No, it's not. The k was the constant used in the first part. It's a different question, different. Thank you. I'm getting correct answers, a lot of them, guys. So it is not the same, right? It's a different constant. Use c or k1, k2, whatever. So when t is 16, z is 12. Okay, 12 is equal to c over root 16, 4. So c is 48. Okay. So the formula is z is equal to 48 over root t. Now, find the value of z when t is 81. So what do we need to do? 48 over root 81, or just 9, right? So that gives me the answer as 5.3 recurring, or 5.3 recurring, or you can just put it as 16 over 3. Done. All good, guys? Thumbs up if that's all good. Okay. I got a lot of correct answers. So well done. When you put it as 648 over 9, that can be simplified. So, do that. Right, iteration, very likely. Let's try this one. 2 minutes again, guys. Iteration. Let's do it. So these type of iteration questions are very likely. They'll tell you the starting value and ask you to get your use the iteration to get the things, and then give it to a certain number of significant figures or decimal places. So yeah, good. Yes, it is Edexcel. Yeah, I mean, I looked into the Edexcel papers to do this, because most of my students are Edexcel. I mean, most of the people are doing Edexcel for maths. And I'm running a science one higher, right? I'm running a science physics. I mean, science in sense, physics paper 2 live on Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Anybody new joined? So Sunday 4 p.m. I'll do physics P2. Yes, yeah. This is mainly I looked at Edexcel papers. Yes. Actually, motivation, I've got 2 predicted papers. I did paper A and paper B. A is on my channel. That I did as a PDF given. I did the question and recorded it. And this is B. So what I did was I looked into the possible questions that we can get like this. And I could not fit them all into one paper, because it has to look a certain way, starting from the easier ones, getting progressively harder. Like, it doesn't make the whole paper look like level 7 to 9. I've done a couple of level 7 to 9 papers, but I'd rather be more realistic. So I did 2 papers, which allowed me to cover more question types. So this is version B. Version A is on my channel. I think it's one of the last few videos I've uploaded. So between the 2, that will definitely help you to, it's fine. Let's have a look at this, guys. A solution to the equation x cubed plus x minus 5 equals 0 can be found using the iterative formula. This starting x1, right, is equal to 1.5. Complete the table. Now, guys, this is what you do. So you put 1.5 and then hit the equal button. Now you get 1.5 on your calculator. Now we are going to enter this thing, but instead of xn, I'm going to insert the answer. So shift square root gives me the cube root sign, 5 minus answer, like that. And I just hit the equal button, and I get my first answer. So let's write this down to 3 decimal places. So 1.518 goes 29 after that. So that's fine. Now all I need to do to get the next one is just hit the equal button one more time. That's it. So you get 1.5156. So 6. Do that. 3 decimal places, right? Oh yeah. Relux, I have to over the last one. Okay, I know. Then the next one, 1.5160. So 516. Now use your results to find an approximate solution to this. Same thing, just double checking. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Now, guys, here's how you do this. What is let's start getting 2 decimal places answers here. So this one to 2 decimal places is 1.50. That's when you take n equals 1. Here, 1.52. Okay. Now they are different, aren't they? So when they are different, I have to keep on going. What do I get here? 1.51. The moment I get 2 of the same answer at the 2 decimal places, that is the correct answer. So x is equal to 1.52. Well done. AFGD, I can't really reveal the name. Street coated and real 86 and all of you guys who got 1.52. John and Relux and all that. Yeah. Or everybody. How is it, guys? Give me some reaction, thumbs up or something if you understand it now. Very likely, I would say, iteration. Very likely. Sometimes they ask you to rearrange this to get that, which is pretty easy, isn't it? Just move the -5, just move the x and cube root it. Yeah? Good. One of the possible questions, I would say, yes, Relix. Yeah, that's usually the common question you get. Right. Quite easy one again. 2 minutes. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's do it, guys. 2 minutes. Well, depends sometimes. Yeah, Zaina, when you have 3 parts, usually what you need is so they will ask you to do the rearranging first, then they'll ask you to do this use the iterative formula 3 times or whatever. Yeah. Good. You need to prove algebraically that this expression is always odd when n is even. Yeah. Right. Guys, do your best tomorrow, right? Do not worry about the I know it's difficult. I mean, it's easier said than done because you might think about it, but the grade boundaries are, it's completely beyond your control, right? You don't know that yet, right? So I would try and do my best. If I were, you, that's what I would do because it just helps me to get better, and then it maximizes my chance of getting the grade I need. Really. Good. 30 seconds ish, guys. Let's do it. Nice question, I would say. Thank you. Right. Let's have a look at this, guys. Prove algebraically that this is always odd when n is even. Now, guys, even numbers are multiples of 2. So let's say n is 2k. Yeah, it's a multiple of 2. Now I'm going to substitute 2k here and 2k here. Let's do that. 2k, everything squared, plus 5 times 2k, add 7. 2k squared is 4 here, k times k squared, plus 5 times 2 is 10k, add 7. Now guys, I need to show this is even. So it's always odd, my bad, right? It's always odd. So instead of 7, I'm going to do 6 add 1. That's fine, right? Because 7 is the same as 6 add 1. I don't know why this is happening. Sorry, guys. 7 is the same as 6 add 1, right? Now, why did I do that? Because I know I can now factorize this whole thing. So take 2 out, 2k squared, add 5k, add 3, add 1. Now, guys, 2 times, because k is an integer, so all of this is definitely an even. Even add 1 is odd. Done and dusted. Thumbs up if you understand. Hello? Yeah? You got this right. Something similar? Yeah? Yeah. Well done. Well done. Moving on, guys. This is an interesting question. Let me tell you why. Here's a triangle, and you need to prove that the area of a triangle is given by half AB sin C. Now, you can't use the formula. We shall just, K is just a constant, just a number, just an integer. Because an even number is, usually we take 2n, but there's already given n, so I can't use another n. It will be confusing, so I just used another one. It's a constant, yes. Yes, right, yeah. Right. Integer, any integer, yeah. Now listen up. So this question, I need to tell you about this because this was in one of the Edexcel papers. I think not the real exam, either in a mock paper or a specimen paper. There are loads of those. I don't remember which one, but this was there. But it never came up since 2017, since they changed the specification until now, right? So I think at some point they might ask this one. So it's a, there is a chance. So I just thought I'll just do that. Can everybody give this a try? This is a proof. So where does this formula come from? Actually, on my channel, I have done like a set of videos where you can see all these proofs. I'll try and find that link if you want, but you guys try this question. Go on, everybody. Yeah, found it. Guys, sorry to disturb you for a second here. Have a look at this. You can see Pythagoras theorem proof, polygon angle proof, Pythagoras triple, this one. And this is the, there are like a couple of proofs, and including the half AB. Don't go there now, but the question we are doing and all that. So I'll just share the link if you want. Just maybe open it and have a look at it after this live. At least the ones you don't know. Leave the circle theorem proofs out because very unlikely now. Very unlikely. I'm not saying no, but very unlikely. So just sent you the link. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look at this, guys. How is this? I'm going to finish around 7:15. That's what I initially said. Not she. I don't know how to pronounce it. So yeah, I'm planning to finish it around 15:15. We might go a little bit over that time. I have my regular lessons, one of my year 10 lessons starting at 7:30. So definitely before that. Yeah. So maybe another 15, 20 minutes max. Yeah. All right. Let's try this. Right. The playlist I just sent is about the proofs, all of the proof stuff that you need to know. So I think it's says GCSE and IGCSE Maths Proof questions. Yeah. It's on my channel. The playlist is called GCSE and IGCSE Maths Proof questions. Right, guys, let's have a look. Anybody figured this out? Send me thumbs up or yes or something. You could, yeah. I'm not, yes, yeah. Sort of, yes, yes. Anybody figured out exactly this? Thumbs up. Right, let me do this, yeah. In triangle ABC, that's A, that's B. Guys, this is actually wrong because it's BCA should be C, obviously, right? So, my bad, typo, BCA, but obviously, right? Now, you need to prove that this area of this triangle is given by half AB sine C. Now, you know it's half AB sine C. You've used it multiple times, but here's the proof, right? So here's the proof. So how do you do that? What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to draw a line perpendicular from here to here. All right? Let's call it H. This is perpendicular. Now, how do you find the area of a triangle, guys? It's base times height divided by 2. My base is B, height is H over 2. That's okay. But the problem is, I can't have H because H wasn't there. I just took it myself, didn't I? Now, let's pay attention to this triangle here. It's a right angle triangle, isn't it? So, looking at this triangle, guys, you know what I'm going to do? This is my opposite. This is my hypotenuse. Oh, it's a sine. So, sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine C is H over hypotenuse is A. Move it to that side. A times sine C is H. Oh, that's really good now. You know why? Because H is A sine C, and I'm going to substitute A sine C for the H. I get A is equal to B times A sine C over 2. That's basically half AB sine C. Done. How is that? Hello? Yeah? How is it, guys? Questions? Anyone? Thumbs up if you understand it now. Yeah? Right. Again, those who were not here, if you weren't here, this question was in one of the exam questions, I think mock or specimen, but it never came up in a real exam question. So it's very likely to likely question at some point. I'm not saying I can't be sure, but yeah. Not in a real past paper, but it came in an Edexcel specimen or mock, which is a sign that yeah, I'm Sri Lankan. Yeah, I'm originally Sri Lankan. Been here in the UK for 16 something years now, but Edexcel. Yeah. Right, cool. Moving on, guys. Right. The circle has the equation this, x squared plus y squared equals 50. The straight line has the equation x and y equals 10. Show algebraically that the line is a tangent to the circle. How is this, guys? Who knows what to do this? Thumbs up if you know what to do. Let's try it, shall we? Let's try this. Everyone, let's give this a try. 2 minutes again. 2 minutes again. Right. 4 more questions to go, guys. There's a quite good question towards the end, and some other questions as well. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Let's try this one. Yeah. I went to university in Sri Lanka actually, and then I came here for my masters, and then yeah. Depends on the question. Yeah. Uh, Prashini. Yeah. Konyang konyang. I mean, yeah. No little. My dad can speak really good Tamil, but I know some. Yeah. Right. Let's try this one. Yeah. Go check. 4 more questions to do, guys. Right. 4 more questions to do. So I might go a little bit past quarter past because we literally have 4 minutes left. I might skip. We'll see. We'll see. If there's a question that you guys are all okay with, we can skip it and then go to the next one. But so like I said earlier, I have my next lesson at 7:30. So before that, I'm free. Thank you, Vishal. Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right, time's up, guys. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Now, in a question like this, obviously what we do is we just do it in the normal quadratic linear way. So, what do I do? Move it to the other side. X is equal to 10 take away y. Now, what can I do? Substitute 10 take away y instead of this x here. All right. So, 10 take away y, everything squared plus y squared is equal to 50. So 100 take away 2y and y squared and another y squared is equal to 50. Move the 50 to the other side. So we have y squared plus y squared gives me 2y squared. Take away 2y here. 100 take away 50. That's 50 equals 0. I can divide the whole thing by 2. I get y squared take away y and 25. Sorry, my bad. I think I made a mistake here. That's meant to be 20y. Yeah, my bad. Guys, this is because y 10 squared is 100. 10 times y 10y, double it 20y. Yeah, my bad. 20y. And this is 10y plus 25 is equal to 0. Now, here's why. Now, two numbers that multiply to give positive 25 and add to give you negative 10, obviously y minus 5, y minus 5. So the answer is only y is equal to 5. Right. Now, this is the thing, guys, right? Look at the board. Say, here's the circle. And this is root 50, by the way. X squared plus y squared equals 50 is like that. And it touches this straight line x and y at y is equal to 5. I mean, what's the x value? X value is 10 take away y, which is 10 take away 5, 5. Oh, okay. So it touches, this is about 7.1 roughly, right? Root 50. When x is 5 and y is 5. Now that is the only point it touches. Hence, it is a tangent. Thumbs up if you understand this. Hello? Yeah? Because look, in a, well, if you have a graph of a circle and it cuts like that, you have two pairs of solutions, here and here, right? That's not the best straight line here. Okay, let's say here, maybe like that. So you have two pairs of solutions, right? Here and here. But here, there's only one touching point and one pair of answers. No, you don't get two pairs. What does that tell you? Then it tells you that it must be a tangent. So we can write here, there is only one pair of answers showing that there is only one common point for the circle and the straight line. So I'll fix the spelling things, guys. Right, you can write something like that. So there is only one pair of answers showing that there is only one common point for the circle and the straight line, so it must be a tangent. How is that? Thumbs up if you understand it. Yeah, the line, because x at y equals 10, so y is equal to negative x at 10. See, it cuts at 10, -1 gradient, and it touches through that point. Yeah, any questions, guys? Anyone? Doubts? Anything? No? Fine, good. Right, moving on. Right, guys. Now, this question is quite easy. So I'm just going to quickly show you and move on, really. Right? A bag contains only red counters and blue counters. The probability of choosing a red is this, blue counter is this. Show that x is equal to 4. Because if there is only red and blue counters, they should add up to 1, right? So all you need to do is this and this is 1 and solve it. Thumbs up if you're okay to go to the next one. The tangent meeting the circle. So basically, guys, the idea is there is, the answers I get are the common points. So there is only one common point when y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 5. So that's here for the circle and the straight line. Now listen. I can explain this further, but look, I was just thinking about the time, but let me just quickly sort this out, guys. Listen. Say, here's a circle. And here's a straight line graph. Now listen, this straight line graph can cut the circle like that, which will produce two pairs of answers, here and here. It can just touch it at that point, which will produce exactly 1, in which case this is a tangent. Sometimes the straight line can completely miss it, in which case the two equations are not solvable. How is that? 3 cases. 2 pairs of answers, only 1 pair, and you can't solve that one. So basically, all I did here was prove that I only get 1 pair. So there is only 1 pair of answers showing that there is only 1 common point, hence it must be a tangent. Yeah? Well done. Good. Okay. Right, I'm going to skip this one, guys. It's a relatively easy one. That also we can skip because of the time. Plus, there was a question like that kind of came up in the other one. This isn't a hard one. Last 2 questions, this one and the final question. Yeah, I'd like to do this one. I've seen a question like this at one point. I don't remember in which paper, but some people struggled with it for a reason. So Give it a try. It's actually it's easier than it looks, but sometimes people kind of make mistakes on it. So give this a try, everybody. Give this a try. After this final question, yeah, it's a good one. I want you to try that question as well, and then we can we're going to finish this one. Yeah, try this question, guys, and send me the answer in the chat, please. Send me the answer in the chat. ESMC. Yeah, it's easier than it looks, but yeah, I can see the question you've sent me. Yeah, I cannot show this question on the board, right, because of it's going on YouTube, but I will probably message you, yeah, after this. Right, guys, this is a relatively easy one. Let's quickly do this one. Now, one of the problems is that people sometimes struggle to figure out how to do, how to solve this, right? So what you need to do is simply multiply every term by x, times by x, times by x, times by x. When you do that, see what happens. X times x is x squared plus this x and that x get cancelled out. 12 is equal to 7x. Move it to that side. X squared minus 7x at 12 equals 0. Now you can just factorize and solve it. Yeah, well done. Right. Now, sometimes people do not see how to do this, but after you that, it's fine, guys. Yeah? Well done. Right. I'm not going to do the rest of it, guys. Just do that -4, -3, and then equal. Yeah? Question 21. Yeah, it's easier that probably for a question 21. Here's the final question, guys. Here's a good question. I'm just going to give you about 4 minutes for this one. Final question. Maybe 3 minutes, maybe 3. Please do this. And yeah, it's probably about, I think it's probably about 6 marks in, maybe I've kind of allocated slightly more than I should. Yeah. Let's say it's a 6 marker. Yeah. I just looked into the total marks and I may have done that, but let's not bother about that. Let's call it about 6 marks rather than 9. Yeah. Anyway, so let's try this one. Edexcel, mostly Edexcel, yeah. Yeah, give it a try, guys. Give it a try. It's not hard. It just looks a little tricky. And I've seen exam questions related like this with rate of flow questions with, cylinders connected to cones, hemispheres connected to cones, and all that. Give this a try. You need to be consistent with the units. Yes, you need to be careful with the units because some are given in centimeters, some are given in meters, volume is given in liters. So you need to think about all that. You need to know the yeah, no problem. Yeah. Last question, guys. Try this one. Send me the answer in the chat. Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah. Cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. Volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. Yeah. Let's do this. Go on. Any theory parts, because we are going to finish with this question. If you have any questions about any theory parts or whatever, yes, you will be getting the formula, Mukesh. They will basically next to the question, usually in a box, they'll tell you volume is one third. Yeah. In this one, volume of a cone will be given, yeah, one third pi r squared. One third pi r squared h. But just to memorize it, you know the formula for a cylinder. It's the area, cross-sectional area times height, pi r squared h, just one third of it. That's it. Good. Let's see. You can't really guess, like, yeah, it will be, I mean, the first and second papers, I think. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That too. Okay. Well, you never know. Just try your best, right? So if the exam gets harder, the grade boundaries will come down naturally. If the exam is easier, it will go up. So, and it affects everyone. So don't bother. Just do your best, really. Nah, it's quite difficult to say because the boundaries depends on how people do this, right, guys? It's 26 parts, so I'm just going to do this question now. Right, a water tank is made from a cylinder joined to a cone. The cylinder has a radius 40, height 1.5. The cone has a radius 40, perpendicular height 60. Okay, so that's 0.4 meters. See what I did? I directly converted centimeters to meters here. And height 1.5. 1.5. And the cone has a radius 40 and the perpendicular height 60 centimeters. So let's call it 0.6 meters. Now, okay, we'll see. The tank is initially empty. Okay, so we will need to find the volume of the tank. How do I find the volume of the tank? Volume of the cylinder is pi times 0.4 squared times by 1.5. Okay, volume of the cone is 1/3 pi times 0.4 squared times what's the perpendicular height? 0.6. Yeah. Okay. So I know the volume of the full thing by just adding them up, right? So let's find the total volume. I'll call it VT. Pi times, sorry, yeah, pi times 0.4 squared times 1.5, add fraction 1/3 pi times 0.4 squared times 0.6 gives me 0.85, something like that. Okay, 0.854513 cubic meters. Now, guys, in this question, the volume is in liters. Now we know 1 cubic meter is 1,000 liters. You need to know this, right? You probably know this, guys, but I'm just saying. Listen, the way to understand it, right? Imagine it like this. So you have 1 meter long, 1 meter wide, 1 meter tall cube of water. That is 1,000 liters, right? Imagine it like that. It's a lot easier. Thumbs up if you understand what I just said. A meter long, meter wide, meter tall cube of water. If you think about a swimming pool, that is 1,000 liters. So 1 cubic meter is 1,000 liters. Right. Now, I'm going to get this into liters. How? Just multiply by 1,000, isn't it? So skip the 3 decimal places to the right. I get 854.513 liters. This is the volume of the I used 1 cubic meters because then I can use that to do the conversion, right? Like, how do I convert meters to centimeters, right? So if 1 meter is 100, 2 meters is 200, 2 times 100, like that. Just multiply by that, right? Okay, that's the volume, liters. Now, uh, 18 liters per minute after 25 minutes. Okay, in the first 25 minutes, what's the volume that we get? 25 times 18, which is 450. Yeah, we get 450 liters. Now look, guys, this is the full volume. In the first 25 minutes, 450 liters gets filled up. Okay, now the flow rate increases by 20%. Okay, what's the new rate now? The new rate is 18 times 1.2. 18 times 1.2 gives me 21.6. 21.6 liters per minute. Thumbs up if you understand this. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I know the time, guys. I'm literally finishing it, right? Last question, right? So 21.6 liters per minute. The tank is filled until it is 95% full. Okay, so 95% of 854.513. 854.513 multiplied by 0.95 gives you 811.787 liters. Right. Now, this is the volume that we need to fill up. Right, guys? Right. This is the total volume that we are going to fill. Now, we already filled 450 liters. So what's the remaining volume? The remaining volume is simply this take away 450 gives me 361.787 liters. Right. Now, I know 21.6 liters per minute is the rate. So if I divide it by 21.6, that gives me 16.75 minutes. Right. Now, what is the question? How long it takes altogether to reach that level? Okay. We have 25 minutes at the beginning, 16.75 on top of that. So that gives me 41.7 minutes. Give your answer in hours and minutes. So 0 hours and 42 minutes nearly. Done. How is this, guys? Yeah? Yeah? Ignore the top 9 marker. I would say it's more like a 6 marker. That's it, really. All right, guys. Good luck for your exam tomorrow and for any other papers. For science, I'll see you guys on for the physics live. I'll see you guys on Sunday. And I think these are the things I would pay attention to tonight. And good luck for tomorrow. Bye, guys.